use these buttons to spin the value either up and down or as per the choice of the programmer. So let's do first of all the spin button, and let me just give you a very small idea of the spin button. So, if there is a scenario where you're working with the interest rate in case of a bank, so interest rate might go up and down, or if you're working with the stock market, for example, and the stock value is maybe going up and down. So, in the Excel sheet, if you are calculating the stock market prices or stock values, and if you want to showcase the increase or decrease in a particular component that you're using in any formula, you can very easily use pin button to show that. Not only show that, but also to activate that increase or decrease without doing manual, typing over there on the sheet. So if the stock price is increasing, for example, or it is decreasing, one way of doing that is I manually go to the sheet and I make that change manually, or I have that function over here which will automatically make that change in the sheet on its own. But we have the third option also, where we can actually see the increase or decrease which is happening in the sheet. And just in case, there are certain, sometimes we have live programs where we actually want to highlight that increase or decrease and the overall change in the value. In that case, we use the spin buttons. If you have worked with the stock exchanges of if you're aware about that, you will see that those symbols are shown just adjacent to the stock market or to the stock price, which they want to highlight as increase or decrease. So for any increase, they show as the up arrow, and sometimes they show lower downward arrow, just to show increase or decrease in that particular stock price. But we also get to know the overall value that we are getting by that increase or decrease in the particular price. So if we have a program where we want to highlight not just the increase or decrease but the overall value also, there we are going to use the spin button. So spin button we are going to use in those scenarios, especially where we want to highlight our increase or decrease in a certain value. It's very simple to do. I will just show you. It will just take a minute. So on one hand, in one column, I write say the tax value, and then I say amount, and I say this value is 0 to start with, and I say in the second A2 I've written amount. This particular amount will depend on the value of the tax which I put in the B1. As of now, it is 0, but it can be any value which may be taken by the Excel. So I say, write some formula over here. I say B2 multiplied by, it's very simple formula I write to make you guys understand. So I say B2 multiplied by 100. Not B2, it will be B1, because it is actually B1. So I will get 0 over here. As of now, they are 0 only. But I can very easily use spin button to increase the value of this tax from 0 to 5 or to any other value. And accordingly, you will see a similar change happening in the cell where I have used that particular cell as B1. So I will just go to the developer option. And in the developer option, I'm going to use this insert command. I repeat one more time. I go to the developer option. In the developer option, I go to the insert command. In the insert command, I will get all these options with me. We are going to do all these, but in your syllabus, they have mentioned only 3. So they've mentioned form controls. Again, they haven't mentioned what all things to be done in form control, but we'll try to do many more. But let's go step by step. So they have done only 2 command buttons over there in your syllabus. They mentioned spin buttons and command buttons only. But as you see on the screen, there are more options that we have, and we'll try those as well, but one by one. So let's start with the spin button to start with. And as you see, the moment you press your cursor anywhere in the, on this symbols over here, you will see the name appearing with every symbol. So the very first symbol that you see is that of the button, that is under form control. Next is again of combo box, we'll do that. Next is of the checkbox. Next is that of the spin button that we have to use. And likewise, all these options are there in the form control. So we're going to, and then we have active S control, X controls as well. We will see that, but after we are done with the form control. So let's, as of now, use the spin button that we got to work with. So I just click on that, and you will see that in the Excel sheet, when I come on my Excel sheet, that plus sign will be appearing, right? So I will just simply put my cursor over here and use the arrow key to put this spin button over there. Let me just make my let me just do like this. Now it is very clear, I hope. Let me make this also not be very clear, right? Now, you will see that just adjacent to the B1, where I've written the tax value, which I want to change, maybe increase or decrease, I have put my spin button. Now, if I click on the up arrow, this will increase the value. And if I click on the down arrow, this will decrease the value. But as of now, nothing is happening in the B1 column. Reason being, we haven't defined any value over there. So what I have to do for defining the value, I have to double click on this. It's not coming. Wait a minute. It is not. So when I double click on that, that form control will open. If I just insert this. Let me just change the. Okay, double clicking will only allow you to work with the movement, but if I right click the mouse, it will show me these options of cut, copy, grouping, order, assign macro, and then format control. So I will just delete that, and I will want to work with the original button which I was having. So I just right click the mouse and I have form control over here, and I will get this window over here on the screen. Now in the form control window, you have these options over here: size, protection, properties, web control, one by one. So we have the very first value is, it says the current value to be taken as 13. I can mention any. And the minimum value, randomly it is taking this, but I want to mention this value, say 5. And I want the minimum value to be as, no, let me take it higher, so that, let me keep it at 10. And let me take the minimum value as 5. And let me take the minimum value, and you can see the spin button being used in the form control also. You see that? So when I use the maximum value spin button, and when I click on the upper part or lower part, accordingly this will increase or decrease the value. But since I don't want to go for those many clicks, I'll simply type. So I say the current value to be taken as 10, minimum value to be taken as 5, and maximum value to be taken as 100, and I want this increment to be done one by one. I can mention that also. So if I want the increment to be done by 5 steps or by 4 steps, accordingly I can mention the number over here. But let me do with 1 to start with, and then we'll refer to the other area. Next, I want to mention the cell link. That means the cell link where I want the value to be changed. So I will simply click on the B1 cell, and that address has come, you see, with the $sign, $B, $1. And now I say OK. So you will see that those values which I've defined over here have automatically come in this. So the original value, if you just recall, was 10. The current value was 10. So it is showing me 10 value over here, and accordingly it is calculating the amount also, right? So let me just click on cancel. Now if I just use the spin button for increasing the value, you will see that this 10 has become 11. And if I keep on increasing, this is increasing one by one, and accordingly the amount is also increasing. And this will go on till 100. That is the maximum value which I have defined in the form control. Let me do till this. Normally, again, it is up to the programmer. You want to skip it by 1, by 2, by 4, or whatever. So I've come to 100. Now, after 100, if I again press the spin button for the increasing option, it will not increase the value to 101, right? So that is the program which is working as per the options that we have given in the form control. Similarly, if I just do this as decrease, it can be a negative number also, because the stock price can be negative also, but tax can't be negative. So in this case, we have defined it as the minimum value as 0. Let me just, no, it's not 0, I think. Let's see. So if I keep on decreasing it, it will actually come down to the lowest value, which is 5. So if I try to press that one more time, below 5, this will not go, because as per the form control, I have defined those values as the minimum. If you forget, you can easily go back to that form control option by right clicking the mouse. You will see that the current value is 5, minimum value is 5, maximum is 100, the incremental change is 1. If I make a change here by 5 and I say okay, so you will see that 5 has become 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 45, 50, 55, and accordingly the amount in the B2 column is also changing. Reason being, in B2 column we have used B1, right? So this was, I suppose, very simple concept to understand. That is the reason I did that, but had it been complex, I would have left it for the other class. So I hope spin command is clear to everybody. There are many more options that you can do. If I click on that again, I will I can go to properties, I can go to protection, I can say that move and size with cell, move but don't size with cell, don't move on or size with the cell. So I have these options which I can use, but by default, the property is move and size with cell. Similarly, if I go to web, we have these options. Maybe we can work on that once we are done with this. We have the same option of form control which we are getting, which we got in the earlier case, right? So this is the thing which I wanted to tell. So I hope spin button, and the applications are many. You have the application in the stock exchange, you have the application in many machines which are using this concept of increasing and decreasing the value, automatically. You don't have to automatically go to manually, you don't have to go to the screen. You can change the value of the any particular variable by using the spin button. And you can also highlight the proportion in which you want to change that value. Maybe you want to change it by 1, by 5, by 10, or whatsoever. So depending on that, you can try that.